is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric, and this is going to be my review of the final episode of Season 1 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I made it through the season. It was not easy. I haven't watched anything Star Wars since The Rise of Skywalker, which I almost didn't even go watch that. But I decided to go to that train wreck and check it out. Didn't like it, thought it was terrible, and I'm done with Disney Star Wars at that point because, to be honest, I'm just not a fan. I'm a fan of Star Wars. I love the original trilogy. I love Rebels. I love the Clone Wars. I like the prequels. Definitely don't love them, although Episode 3 is pretty awesome. But Disney Star Wars, I have despised almost everything Disney Star Wars. So I said, why am I wasting my time? Why am I watching stuff I hate? So I did not watch Mandalorian, did not watch Boba Fett, but I have really wanted this story. I wanted to see an Obi-Wan movie with Ewan McGregor back. I thought it would make sense as a movie, as something more compact, because not a whole lot happened, in my opinion, between Episode 3 and Episode 4. Mainly, Obi-Wan was just hanging out, watching Luke, growing old, and not a whole lot was going on. But I think you can find one story, something that goes down, something interesting with the Tusken Raiders, and, just something crazy there that Obi-Wan has to deal with. It could happen, but I didn't think it was best for a series, not even one season, much less multiple seasons. But this is what we're doing. Like the whole Leia thing, I don't know. I have no idea. I felt like it messed with continuity. They tried to make an excuse for why she wouldn't mention him as, the Obi-Wan that she knew. I'm sorry. It just jacked up continuity. Not that the prequels didn't. Not that some of these shows didn't. I mean, it happens. But it's like they don't even care. It's like they're not even trying. That continuity is the last thing they think of. But you have Leia, and I just haven't been a huge fan of the character in this series. She is the smartest 10-year-old in the history of the universe. That, hands down, I'm sorry. She is just one-upping Obi-Wan every step of the way. But this is more about the series, right? And why I didn't enjoy this series. When we talk about this particular episode, there was some cool stuff in it. And it's probably one of the better episodes. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll do a ranking, but it's one of, if not the best episode. That being said, I still didn't love it. Reva should be dead. Reva should have had her head chopped off in the last episode. Never been a huge fan of her character anyway. But if she was going to have an arc, she had a bit of a redemption arc. We found out who she really was, which is kind of obvious. She goes after Vader, and boom, Vader takes her out like nothing. And right then and there, he should have said something cool and just taken her head off. Chopped her into pieces. I don't care. She should have been finished off right there. There's no way they leave her alive. No way. So here she is, boom, on Tatooine. What? How'd she get on Tatooine? Don't ask that question. Kind of reminds me of the pitch meetings, right? Wait, how did that happen? So the movie could happen. Oh, great. Makes no sense. But, okay, she's on Tatooine somehow. Even though she has just had a lightsaber right through her body, she is able to go to Tatooine, even though obviously Obi-Wan is still, getting away from Vader and everything. She's trying to kill Luke now. Don't know why. Maybe because Luke is the son of Anakin. But this ain't going to hurt Anakin's feelings. Anakin doesn't even know. Unless she has some kind of plan. Going to kill Luke, then go tell him. I'm not really sure. So let's just stick to the episode itself. She's going to kill Luke, which we already know she's not gonna because, well, Luke survives, right? Not only that, does does someone come to save Luke? Does Obi-Wan step in? Boom, could have been an awesome Obi-Wan Reva fight. No. She just has a change of heart. She's crying, and she's good now. She's good, and Obi-Wan lets her go, even though she's like a huge risk. I mean, she is shown to be extremely evil when she wants to be, and no, you're good to go. Even though you know all these secrets that no one's allowed to know, we love you now, Reva. You did have the cool fight, okay, between Obi-Wan and Darth. But how many times are they going to fight? This is the second time already since Episode 3 before Episode 4. I was always under the impression that they would never meet again until Episode 4, that fight on Mustafar on Episode 3 was the last time that they would meet. Maybe not. Maybe they meet again and again and again and again. Now, the fight was cool, sure. The half the face mask getting the mask getting ripped off, and you're seeing a little bit of Anakin, and he looks at him and says Anakin. It's pretty cool because he actually sees his eyes, and you can see Obi-Wan's like affected, because before you just looks like Darth Vader, like you don't really see the person of Anakin, but he actually sees Anakin, and a whole lot of memories probably come flooding back. But I will say that they pretty much stole that scene from Rebels, where Ahsoka takes on Darth Vader and the exact same thing happens and it looks the exact same way with half the face mask ripped off and you can see the eye. I mean, it couldn't have been more exact, I think, except it was on the opposite side. I mean, wow. Yeah, so hardcore Star Wars fans have already seen that. That being said, I'm not saying it wasn't cool. The rocks and everything and throwing it was pretty cool, but it really does look kind of cheap. It doesn't look cheap, but for Star Wars standards, it looks kind of cheap. Like if this was a fan-made film, I'd be like, holy shit, you all are freaking amazing. But Disney and your billions of dollars is the best you could do? I don't know. Just looked, just sometimes, this whole series, it's just, because it's a TV series. It's not a movie. It doesn't have a movie budget. And I think they wouldn't have had to do all these TV series if they actually made good movies. It all goes back to The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. It all goes back to that. Those terrible movies. Solo lost money. It all goes back to that. And why they've now said, well, let's just throw these series on Disney Plus instead of giving us bomb, awesome Star Wars movies. But I'm going on a rant, digressing big time, and I apologize, but I'm just saying that's how I feel. Like they destroy this franchise so much that they're stuck now doing Disney Plus stuff, trying to save as much money as they can. I mean, clearly there's a decent budget, but it's not the budget that a Star Wars movie or presentation should have, in my opinion. But you have the fight. It was all right. It was pretty cool. I mean, there's coolness here, but just the overall plot, I just don't feel is great at this entire series. There wasn't a whole much they can do in this one episode. Creativity is completely bankrupt. They don't have very many original stories to give us, so they just repeat the same thing. And the first 3 or 4 episodes was just, I'm going to go save Leia. Leia got away. Going to go save Leia. Leia got away. Going to go save Leia. And then, okay, Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight. Okay, Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight. Okay, Reva's doing cool stuff and yelling at people. Where is he? That's this show. What else happened? There was a couple of cool moments. I like how he realized he wasn't Anakin anymore and said, goodbye, Darth. And that does explain, not that it needed explaining necessarily, but it would explain why he calls him Darth in episode 4 and not Anakin. The real reason is because, when they made that movie, I didn't know that it was going to be Anakin and everything, of course. But at least now you see that, you say, oh, it makes sense. Why he would say, why he would call him Darth in episode 4 makes perfect sense now. He did use the hello there. They had to say hello there, right? And it was pretty cool when he first meets Luke right at the end. Hello there. That was, I'm not huge on fan service, but it makes sense. You meet a little kid and you say hello there. It's kind of cute, and he got to say hello there. And then the Qui-Gon Jinn moment in the end was awesome just because it was cool to see Qui-Gon Jinn back, played by the same actor, and he looks the same for the most part. He looked awesome. It looked really cool as a Force ghost. Wish we could see more. There probably will be more in season 2. Although I don't even know if I'll watch season 2 because that's just one small thing I'm looking forward to. Most of it, I don't. What is it? It's going to be the Reva show season 2 in my opinion. I don't know what I wanted, but it wasn't this. I mean, I kind of know what I wanted. I wanted a freaking Obi-Wan movie taking place mostly on Tatooine where Luke gets in trouble somehow and he has to go defend Luke, maybe not right there in front of Luke, but he has to deal with something. You have to write the story, obviously. But it probably wouldn't even involve Darth Vader, to be honest, if it was up to me, because you can't just be shoving Darth Vader every minute. We're like, Darth Vader, it's awesome. Oh, cool. I mean, I don't know. But I'm sure I'm all over the place with this review. But this episode was pretty entertaining, pretty cool. I'm not saying I hated it. Maybe it's the best episode of the series. Maybe it was, but still, I don't see where they're going. I don't see much creativity here and writing a cool original story. I mean, they rip off themselves from Rebels, and you just have the whole series was just the series being focused on Leia so much, and Leia one-upping Obi-Wan every step of the way as a little 10-year-old. Like, I didn't like the series. Obviously, I did not like this series. But this final episode, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. That's the best I can do. I don't think any of these episodes are deserving of an 8. I'll have to think about if this one's better than the last one. I thought the last 2 were probably the best in the series. I'll give it that. At least it finished relatively strong, but still didn't love it. So many plot holes. Looks cheap, a lot of it. And I know that's because it's a TV series, but it shouldn't have had to be in a TV series. That was never the plan. Originally, we were talking about an Obi-Wan movie, but they jacked it up so bad that now everything's relegated. Star Wars is relegated to being a TV show on Disney Plus. We haven't gotten a movie since The Rise of Skywalker, and that's been 3 years, and I don't think we're going to get another one no time soon. Guys, have a fantastic day. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.